First up, SCP-9939. These things are four-legged, skinless predators with no eyes, but their main weapon isn't their claws or teeth, it's your own empathy. SCP-939 can perfectly imitate the voice of any human it's ever heard. It will mimic a crying child, a person screaming for help, or even the voice of a teammate calling your name. It uses your compassion as bait. The moment you step closer to investigate, the pack strikes. This is a classic cater. Why? Because it doesn't just sit in its box waiting. It actively tries to trick you into opening the box. Let's try the Kane test. We put Kane in a soundproof, reinforced steel box with one of these things. Suddenly, the guards outside hear Kane's daughter on the intercom, sobbing that her dad is hurt. A rookie guard panics and overrides the lockdown. That's it. Containment breach. These things are intelligent manipulators. Containing them isn't just about building a strong box, it's about training personnel to ignore their most basic human instincts. It requires extensive resources and constant vigilance, making them an absolute nightmare to keep contained. Keter. Pack predators that weaponize your own kindness to escape their box. Meet SCP-3199. These are tall, pale, hyper-aggressive humanoid creatures that look like a science experiment gone horribly wrong. They're fast, strong, and relentlessly hostile, but that's not what makes them Keter. The real problem is their reproductive cycle. If you kill one, it instantly lays a large, durable egg. That egg hatches in minutes into another fully grown, equally angry 3189. It's a biological middle finger to all forms of pest control. Let's try the Kane test. We put Kane in a box with a single SCP-3199. Kane, being a resourceful guy, manages to terminate it. As it falls, an egg drops. Before Kane can even catch his breath, the egg cracks open, and now he's got another problem. He terminates that one. Another egg. You see the issue. Violence only makes the problem worse, and it scales exponentially. The Foundation has tried everything: incinerations, acid, high explosives, but nothing stops the egg-laying reflex. Containing them means you can't ever let a single one die inside the containment zone, which is next to impossible when they're constantly trying to kill you. They are a self-perpetuating problem with no easy solution. Keter. Aggressive creatures whose solution to being put in a box is making more of themselves to break it. Now for SCP-087. On paper, it's just a staircase on a university campus. It's unlit, made of concrete, and it just goes down forever. We've sent people down hundreds of flights of stairs, and there's still no bottom. The further you go, the weirder it gets. You start hearing what sounds like a child crying, but you can never get closer to it. And then there's the face, a pale, featureless thing that just appears in the darkness, staring at you. It doesn't attack, it just watches. So, let's do the Kane test. We send Kane into the box. In this case, we just lock the door at the top of the stairs. Does anything get out? No. Kane can go down, spook, and run back up, and the door stays shut. The box works. So why isn't it safe? Because we have absolutely no idea what we're dealing with. We don't know what the face is, what it wants, or what happens at the bottom. Is it a portal? A creature's throat? We don't have enough data. That inherent unpredictability is the textbook definition of Euclid class. The containment is simple, but the anomaly itself is a giant, terrifying question mark. Euclid, an unlit staircase that's easy to lock up, but we have no clue what we're locking inside. Some things are too big for a box. SCP-3000 is one of them. It's a colossal, eel-like entity, estimated to be over 900 kilometers long, living in the crushing darkness of the Bay of Bengal. You can't build a box for something the size of a country, but its size isn't the main containment issue. SCP-3000 secretes a substance that causes acute memory loss and identity dissolution. Get too close, and you'll forget your name, your family, your entire life. It literally feeds on your memories. This makes it a solid cater. The Foundation can't directly contain it, so their strategy is one of misdirection and quarantine. They've cordoned off the entire area, feeding the public stories about unstable underwater volcanoes to keep ships away. They send in specialized submarine teams to harvest the amnesia-inducing substance. But every mission is a gamble. One small hull breach, one moment of exposure, and the entire crew is mentally wiped, becoming just another meal. You can't put it in a box, you can't study it safely, and its very presence warps the minds of anyone who gets near. All the Foundation can do is draw a line around it and pray it stays put. Keter, a sea monster so massive and mentally toxic, the entire ocean is its uncontainable box. So what happens when the box is already broken? SCP-23117 is an anomaly where containment has already failed. It's a simple wooden door that acts as a portal to another dimension. Inside that dimension is a colossal, world-ending entity known as the Devourer, as bound by 7 massive chains. The problem: 6 of those chains have already shattered. Only 1 remains, and it's showing signs of stress. This is the Apollyon class. It's reserved for anomalies that are not only uncontainable, but represent an imminent, unstoppable, world-ending threat. The Foundation can't make new chains. They can't kill the entity. The box is breaking, and they have no tools to fix it. All they can do is perform a series of complex, ancient rituals to hopefully strengthen the last chain and delay the inevitable. Apollyon means the countdown has already started, and we've already lost. We're just living on borrowed time until the last seal breaks and everything ends. There is no box for this. Box is gone. Apollyon, an uncontainable, world-ending threat whose box is about to break, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. Meet the Scarlet King. This isn't just another monster, it's an ancient, extra-dimensional god of pure evil. It exists outside our reality, but its influence leaks through like radiation. Think of it less as a creature and more as a fundamental force of wrongness. Cults worship it, other SCPs fear it, and its mere presence can corrupt reality itself. This is a textbook catter, but on a cosmic scale. Why? Because you can't put a concept in a box. The Cain test fails before it even begins. You can't send Cain into a box to contain chaos or hatred. The Foundation's entire mission isn't to contain the king himself. That's impossible. Their mission is to contain his influence. They hunt down his cults, they contain the monsters he creates like SCP-231, and they desperately try to reinforce the walls of our reality to stop him from fully breaking through. Every Keter class SCP they lock up is, in a way, just another attempt to patch a hole in the dam before the whole thing bursts. He is the ultimate containment challenge, Keter, a cosmic god you can't put in a box. So you have to lock up everything he touches instead. What happens when one of those essential anomalies just stops it? This brings us to SCP-179. For centuries, she was our cosmic guardian, a humanoid figure, floating impossibly close to the sun, who acted as humanity's early warning system. One arm was always extended, pointing with unnerving accuracy at any potential threat heading for Earth asteroids, hostile entities, you name it. For as long as we knew of her, she was the silent watcher on the wall. Her classification used to be Archon. The Cain test was simple. Don't even think about building a box for her, because putting her in one would be like shutting off our only fire alarm. But a few years ago, something changed. Without warning, her arm dropped, her posture relaxed. She stopped pointing. Since that day, she hasn't moved. She's still there, silhouetted against the sun. Her watch has ended. This is what the neutralized classification is for. It means an anomaly has lost its anomalous properties, either through destruction or, in this case, by simply ceasing to function. We can't explain why she stopped, and that's the scariest part. Was the threat she was pointing at destroyed, or did something destroy her? The box is no longer relevant because the anomaly inside is, for all intents and purposes, gone. All we have left is the terrifying silence. Neutralized, a former cosmic guardian that has stopped working, leaving us to wonder if the danger is over or if it's just begun. Finally, we have SCP-1048. At first, it seems like it should be the safest thing ever. It's a small, sentient teddy bear. It wanders around Foundation sites, gives staff members hugs, and is generally adorable. So, what's the problem? The problem is what it does when nobody is looking. This little bear likes to build friends' copies of itself, and it uses whatever materials are available. Sometimes that's cardboard. Sometimes it's human body parts. It has created a bear out of human ears that screams constantly, and another one stitched together from the remains of a missing researcher. So let's try the Cain test. We put Cain in a box with the original bear. Everything seems fine, but the next day we find Cain, or what's left of him, reassembled into a grotesque teddy bear. The original SCP-1048 is gone, having slipped out through some unknown means. This is why it's not safe. It's dangerously unpredictable and surprisingly resourceful. You can lock it in a room, but it always finds a way out, and it leaves a trail of horror in its wake. Because we don't understand how it creates these copies or how it bypasses security, it gets a solid Euclid classification. It's a fuzzy, cuddly reminder that you can never let your guard down. Euclid, a cute teddy bear that's easy to put in a box. But we have no idea what horrors it will build or how it will escape.